Welcome to STEM Careers, where we learn how experts turn their curiosities into discoveries in order to understand and make the world a better place. Today we will meet an entomologist.
My name is Dr. Kaitlin Campbell, and I'm an associate professor at UNC Pembroke. My specialty is entomology, which means I study insects.
Insects? You mean bugs? Yeah, those things. Actually, insects are amazing creatures. They are so vital to the ecosystem because of the many important tasks they perform, such as cycle nutrients, pollinate plants, maintain healthy soils, and control populations of other organisms. While they sometimes may look a little scary, it just takes learning more about them to see why they are so awesome, which is why we need entomologists.
So as an entomologist, I share a lot of my passion about bugs and insects with other people. I teach people about insects in my job as an associate professor. I teach classes about entomology and vertebrate zoology, just the biodiversity of organisms. And I also do a lot of research.
Part of being an entomologist is being curious with many questions about bugs. The answers are found through observing, collecting, organizing, and analyzing information. Or in another word, research.
My research has progressed over the years. I started working on mites. Mites are very small, and you have to work under a microscope. You have to look at details of them to understand them. And then I worked on mites and ants together. Then I started working on bees and just pollinators also in general. As you're observing these little creatures, it's like a totally different world, this micro world of things. To just imagine what it would be like to be a little tiny bug. What are they experiencing and what is it like in their environment? What are they responding to? What do they need to survive? What are they dependent on? And these are all great ecology questions, and it sent me off in a direction for ecology of insects.
Insect ecology is the scientific study of how insects interact with the surrounding environment. These interactions are so important to maintaining the needed balance that exists in nature. And as an entomologist, Dr. Campbell studies all about these systems by doing field work.
Field work, as we call it, going outside to collect stuff, is one of the best parts of my job. When you're out in the very early morning, that's when you can see things that no one else sees. I am not really a morning person, but for field work, I'll get up before the crack of dawn, because that's when the ants are going to be most active.
Wow, it sounds like being an entomologist is full of exciting adventures.
So some people ask me sometimes if I'm scared of any bugs, and I would say probably not, but it is something that I've been conditioned over time. And I have been stung by a lot of things, and a part of that is my own curiosity about them, and I want to get as close as I can to things, and I want to put them in a little container so I can look at them even closer. And you'll put yourself in danger in that way. I'm interested, and if I get stung, I don't really care. So to me, it doesn't really matter. It's worth it to get closer to that organism and learn more about it.
With so many things to learn and discover, a career in entomology is very exciting. So now the question is, to be or not to be? Who knows? It could be a job that you just might larva.
All right, go explore, go explore. So an entomologist isn't a job that most kids think of as something that they could do, but it is an awesome job. And I found that as an entomologist, I'm very happy in my job, and most entomologists really are. We get to talk about bugs all the time. I mean, this is like a job that kids love to do. They don't see it as like an end point, and so they forget how much they love bugs. But I never forgot. Entomology is extremely important, so let me tell you why. Number 1, bugs are everywhere. Number 2, everyone has questions about bugs and we need people to answer these questions for them. And number 3, they're so important to the ecosystem. Insects make up 3/4 of all the animals that are in the environment. It's so important that we know about them, and there's just not enough people to study them. So if you're interested in going into entomology, what I would tell you is discover things, get curious, go out there and find those bugs. And then when you find something, ask questions about it, and then start looking for answers. And already you've done a big part of the job of entomology. You've learned about an organism, you've learned how to collect it, and you know maybe what it's doing out there and how important it is. Then the next part is you go tell somebody else about it. Get them excited about bugs. Entomology is awesome.
Yes, entomology is awesome. It is a career filled with adventure, discovery, as well as making important contributions in the world. So as you go and discover those bugs, don't forget, your fascination can turn into a rewarding and happy career.